morning, welcome back to the channel, guys. We finally got back to the dyno. When we got back to and we went to the dyno before we got the headers on. Now in this video there's going to be a few different dynos going on. Reason being is we went back to the dyno we've been using and we got a dyno run, and then Daryl was wanting me to try a couple more tunes out, and so I went back to the dyno that we normally use for our shop cars. So we went back to that dyno. It is a Mustang dyno, but we went back to that dyno and we got another run in with the exact same tune that we had on the Dyno Jet dyno that we've been using up in Clarksville. So you could see that dyno to this dyno, and then we went ahead and tried a couple different tunes, and you're gonna be surprised by the results. All right, so I'll talk to you and explain what's going on in the dyno runs. So we'll go ahead and jump to the first dyno run. As you can see, we did, I believe, 693 on that run, and I kept the same tune that was in with the other dyno, and we did a dyno run on that, and here's that. Alright, so we did 732, so I did the percentage there, and there's about a 6% difference, which is not really that uncommon to see a 5 to 6% difference between dynos. So it is what it is, guys. It's just part of it. But so Daryl gave me this next tune. Now this next tune was just something that wasn't a whole lot changed in it. But he wanted me to do this tune and the next tune because of something he changed in the next tune that worked with both tunes. So we did the next run on the second tune he sent me. Alright, as you can see, we picked up a little bit. It went up to 738. So we went from 732 to 738. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. Daryl didn't tell me a whole lot. He just said I should see an improvement on this. It's something that he wanted me to test out for him. So we went ahead and put the tune in. And keep in mind, guys, that in between each of these dyno runs is just a 30-minute cooldown. That is it. Nothing else was done. Nothing was changed on the dyno. Absolutely nothing else besides changing the tune and letting the car cool down for 30 minutes, firing it back up, and doing a dyno pull. All right, so we'll get the very last run with the updated tune he's in. So as you can see, 793 horsepower. So we had a 55 horsepower uptick. Significant. And I asked him what he changed, and he said he changed the cam timing. So that's all it was, guys. He just changed the cam timing. It's something he wanted me to test out for him. And so we put that in, and sure enough, 55 horsepower gain. The same day, literally a 30-minute cool down and another rip on the dyno. So that was crazy. So I did this on a Friday, and the drag strip was closed, so I couldn't get to the drag strip. So I want to make it out to the drag strip, but I'm probably gonna have the headers on by then. Of course, we're gonna do another dyno with the headers on. But when we do that dyno with the headers on, I'm gonna do a 120 pulley and a 115 pulley. I'm gonna do a 120 pulley so we can kind of see the difference between stock headers and aftermarket headers, and then we can do the 115 pulley and see where we're at there. If you want to calculate back, it was $793 on this dyno. If you want to calculate back and do the 6% difference to the other dyno, I think it's like $754-ish, somewhere around that area, 6%. So if you want to go with that dyno, and guys, you know, dynos are dynos. I don't, you know, I'm just giving it to you real, guys. I'm just showing you what it does. Anyway, guys, I kind of want to share this with you guys. It was a good opportunity to show you guys the difference between dyno to dyno, because I know a lot of people say, well, I did this on this dyno, I did this, and I tell people all day long is that, you know, take dyno numbers with a grain of salt. If you're using the same dyno, you can kind of compare and kind of get apples to apples and stuff like that. It's a great tuning tool. It's a great tool for what we just used it for, trying different tunes and looking at the graph and seeing, you know, where do we pick up, how much horsepower, how much torque, seeing exactly what we picked up, and it did the tune improve the car, which it did. So that's what we use dynos for, guys. I don't really use dynos for bragging rights to sit there and say my car has this. Really, I take it to the drag strip. The mile per hour says it all. I mean, that's just the way I look at things. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.